Hi you guys, welcome to Curated Temperance Messages. These messages are specially curated to help you break out of perceived limitations, so I hope this message suits you well. All right, air signs, let me do my part, okay? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Let's do your energy forecast. We have a train in the background, so it's giving a new journey, moving on. It could be a form of trust even. Yeah, it could be directly connected to ancestry even, okay? All right, air signs. All right, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. If you like any of this content, please like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out. So picking from the bottom here, we have walking unscathed. You are fortunate, trap was laid out for you, but you were too smart to fall for it. Okay, I'm catching 111 on the timer here as well for you, air signs. Secrets emerge. In the rhythm of cycles, the hidden is unveiled. Await the reveal with an open heart and mind. Shield of resilience. Employ your shield of resilience. Guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. I'm not really liking this shield of resilience card because it kind of looks like she has a bag over her head, and you know where that kind of leads to. Okay, let's talk for a little bit, air signs. We got walking unscathed. Secrets emerge, shield of resilience. I'm gonna put walking unscathed in the middle here because it kind of feels like that's where the balance would be taking place. All right. But there's other ways to view this though. That could be the theme even. Different perspectives, different ideas and perspectives being gathered about something. Because I want to say in this energy, this feels like, take it where it resonates, but this feels like you or someone else, or even like a situation where something that was supposed to have been for someone else was actually a trap for someone else. Okay? Because that's what it says. You are fortunate, trap was laid out for you, but you're too smart to fall for it. My ear is ringing. This is getting interesting. Air signs, this is getting very interesting here. I guess I'm stuck because, like, I don't want to say you weren't supposed to get away from something, but I feel like if something was supposed to be part of your story or part of your experience in life, it didn't really do a good job. This almost feels like an order, like somebody was trying to force something to be perceived a certain way for you or about you as like an add-on, or like the cherry on top even. That's what it seems like to me here. Let's dig in deeper. It says clear the path. Ooh, with that train, clear the path. Attachment. Thank you, Spirit. Attachment. Air signs. You could have been dealing with an attachment. Someone has like an issue with letting something go. Someone could be very vindictive. There's a lot going on. Hold on. Wait, what did I just see? Yeah, there is a lot going on. Okay. Wow. Anything else? No? All right. What are we working with here? There's a breakthrough with some type of secrets here. Somebody is in a dark night of the soul. That's why they were having an attachment problem. Okay? But even here too, let's move these like this. A breakthrough. Someone wasn't expecting something to be a certain way. They have an attachment. They either have an attachment to the way a connection went with you, or because they have an issue with letting something go, they figured you were having the same problem here. But somebody is really having a dark night of the soul, and they could be like they don't know what it is, or they are denying it even. But it's like they're already too far ahead in the journey. Maybe this dark night of the soul would have something to do with someone sitting in silence or trying to sit on some type of secrets even. It's like they're trying to hold on to some form of secrets, but it's like in the midst of that, it's creating like darkness. It's creating darkness for them. Because whatever it is, it's attached to something that is like an important part of either them being accountable or them being determined to like push forward in the long run. Okay, for some of you this could be a confession. For some of you this could be someone that was being non-committal, but they were only with you or orchestrated on some type of pathway because they thought that they would reap the benefits. Like that's all they were looking at was like the benefits of something here. Okay, but for you air signs, this feels like you walking away from something like this, or whatever this has to do here. Like people kind of see why you did something the way you did. And they may also see, how do I say, your depth of understanding is starting to leak through other people's narratives because they lack the comprehension and capacity here, okay? This is very interesting, very, very interesting. You're being asked to commit to something in a certain way because somebody is like hurting themselves over and over again by holding on to some type of narrative. And this is like where they are. This is not where you are even. And for you even, somebody has this issue of dwelling on the past, okay? And the more they dwell on the past, the more I would even say they're stuck in nostalgia. It could be a form of karma, like being stuck in memory lane, nostalgia, wander, confusion even. Because somebody has an issue with rejection. Maybe you were in a position in life where people loved to reject you because they got off on like kind of breaking you in half and terrorizing your spirit, or trying to tarnish your heart, just to drag you down to where they are mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like people got used to denouncing you, undermining you, things of that nature. And then kind of like this thing where when you chose to walk away or just embrace yourself, people realize in here that they never had the rights to do that or be in those positions. It was all for power. So somebody was doing something just for dynamics and power, and they've hurt themselves. It don't have nothing to do with you because you've walked away, or you could understand what the energy was. Like maybe you come into a deep understanding that it's not always about you. People be having their own struggles to fight with and everything of that nature. And there's something here as well about they just don't understand why you did it. but it's not for them to understand. Because I kind of feel like somebody is sitting and ruminating about the past, even because they thought they knew you. So they're trying to understand why you made certain decisions you did, but there's like nothing coming up. And they may even feel like too that you've held certain things from them. You didn't give your full self to them, or like you did something, it was your fault on why something ended, because you didn't give your full self, or you weren't being true to yourself, or you were holding up a mask or something of that nature. But no, they're just like trying to do all these things so that they won't have to be accountable for themselves and the part they played and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. See, clarity is up here, but we're gonna do some other stuff because I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that, honey. All right, air signs, we got the walker, an unknown journey. Yeah, like I said, you could have walked away from a relationship, a commitment of some sort, because it was blocking you. It was either blocking you emotionally, energetically, like you were just in a position to be a stepping stone. That doesn't feel good. Be someone's stepping stone. Everywhere you go, everybody is undervaluing you, but they require and expect certain things from you here. This almost feels performative, like somebody likes the performance of things, but they don't commit to things. They just commit for reward, and that's not what you were looking for. Okay. Yeah, like I said, you could have recognized it and realized that that's not what you wanted. And that's what they can't get over. But why not though? Why can't they get over that though? Like, that's something you decided. Even here too, something is about trauma bonding, I reckon. Somebody is not able to grow past some type of situations they experienced. Life is all about experiences. They have an attachment problem to experiences. Like, they actually cared a lot about you in a form of like caring about what you thought of them and everything of that nature. I'm sorry, they didn't really care about you, but they cared about what you thought of them because it was something about their ego. For some of you, I could be talking about a job or a community or a household. Yeah. Secret is up here twice. Somebody could have tried to make you keep all their secrets. If I'm talking about a household, maybe in this household here, it could have been a hostile environment. It could have been a place of trauma for you. If you're like empathic even, it could have been a place of trauma. It could have been a place of emotional burden, baggage, empathy, burnout. And like maybe you were the one that had all the secrets about everything, or you watched everything or something of the nature here. But you began to take your life into your own hands here. Maybe you've done it secretly, or you had to do it secretly. Maybe it's a truth coming out about somebody having a drinking problem, or somebody could have been hiding a drinking problem from you to run away from their problems here. Abuse, alcoholism even. All right. So that's very significant. There could have even been a third party factor. But this literally does look like somebody could be a recovering alcoholic, or they've been drinking a lot and it's putting them in a dark night of the soul or something like that. There's something about you humanizing people. Meaning like you're taking labels off people and seeing them for who they are. You've had to do that even. Oh, a column switch. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron. Archangel j.clayshell could be very significant. Archangel Raphael could be very significant. There's something about, so I just did a lane switch here. Because it's like this energy is highlighted around who someone was to you. And then maybe too, this had something to do with what you attracted in your life here. But going back here, humanizing people, seeing them for who they are without empathy, because you understand. It's like you understand now, you are aware, and you've let go of whatever the attachment was. And when you let go of whatever the attachment is, it's like people don't see that coming. They don't expect that. You could be intuitive. You could be creating something for yourself. Okay, Spirit. The bigger picture could have been about your life. You know, why did you grow up around certain things in certain environments, air signs, and what did it do to mold you, or what did it do to help you create these breakthroughs for yourself, even so that you could make sure that you weren't trapped by the limitations of other people's suffering here. And so that's kind of like where someone could have been trying to figure out who you were, because they had missed the dynamic of why you were sent to them, or why you guys ended up in a connection together. It was like they were looking past you, they didn't understand, or they simply tried to do everything they could to reject you as a form of dominance over you, but that wasn't even part of the assignment. Like, yeah, so it's like they missed their part in something here. So if they were trying to make something about you, it kind of highlights them. And I would say here too, this could have been a past connection, like a karmic connection, or I would even say like a twin flame here. They didn't get it and now they do, or something like that. You're a cycle breaker. Because it seemed like you would have been destined to even outdo a lot of things, simply because you are a cycle breaker. So the things that people try to look for within you, they don't exist. It's just like intimidating or something, that you break chains. You don't allow for certain things to manifest energetically. You're very mentally aware. That's what that is. Your awareness, it triggers people. Thank you, Spirit. Speaking of this energy right here, somebody's going through it. Somebody really could be going through it, like drinking a lot, abusing, you know, yeah, running away from their problems. But somebody was using some form of tactics to try to dominate and control you, and it trapped them. Put them in a dark night of the soul here. You triggered somebody's awakening. Wow, air signs. Divine timing is at play here. Something, yeah, okay. Divine timing is at play here for you, air signs. All right. Yep. And I don't know, what was this energy of somebody trying to make sure not to be with you? because they didn't want to have to open up. Instead of them opening up, they decided to try to play on what they thought your desires were. I'm telling you, somebody was focused on the wrong thing, air signs. Like, really bad. They were focused on the wrong thing. Somebody is an alchemist, balance, invention, and destruction here. Air signs, you are the alchemist. This is interesting here. All this stuff kind of unfolded because you were passing by. That's what's going on, air signs. You were passing by, honey. Wow. Wow. Yeah, these cards are getting dark. Jeez. Okay. Somebody's learning a lesson of like jumping into relationships without substance. Because somebody didn't trust their wisdom when it came to how to handle a situation or what to do with something. They don't have any wisdom. I feel like it's like they don't have any wisdom, and it's not because, you know, it's literally pointing to what they lack. That's why they don't have wisdom. They just weren't capable. Okay. Divine timing, act with clarity, and river of banish. Ooh. Whatever this is that people are holding on to, it's literally not in your world. It's not in your energy. It's not maybe it took some time for you to restore and rebalance and heal. But then it's like after that, you're good as new. Okay? That's what people are looking at, your bounce back efforts. You bounce back. You're very elastic. You bounce back. You have good elasticity. It may also be because you have learned how to re-pour back into yourself, because there's a lot of water up here as well, pouring back into yourself. Something could be growing in your energy. Maybe like I was going to say growing manifestations, okay? That's what Spirit said, growing manifestations, because there's like a renewal taking place, a renewal in your purpose of fulfillment here, okay? This is very interesting, air signs. Yeah, so much water. Water and cloudiness. Somebody, yeah, okay. They don't know you like they thought they did. And it's because the idea wasn't to solely be focused on you. Yep, there we go. It was for them to focus on themselves. This is like something where they did not know that they were on God's timing with something. And they fumbled. For some of you, I literally could be talking about like a job or an environment. They thought you were slow or stupid or like cloudy. And you made like a power move or something. You made a power move while people were kind of sleepwalking. You know what I'm saying? And people don't get that shocker until you're just gone. Like, they get so comfortable even. Like, they get so comfortable. And then it's like, they never expect. Somebody could be receiving a message. Okay, a message, baby. Yeah, they miss you. They miss you really bad, air signs. This is reminding me of an alarm clock. They miss you so bad. Everything around them reminds them of you. And that's what they've been going through here. But you see on this card here, this person's heart is closed. They refuse to like grow or to be challenged and stuff. Like they were not flexible. They decided to strategically stay the same, thinking that it would do something to dominate you, but they missed the entire thing, honey. Wow. And so it's like everything is reminding them of you. They miss you now that you're gone. They didn't see that coming. Yeah, you are the alchemist. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. You have to reach me to get to me, and if you can't reach me, how are you going to get to me? That one right there, air signs. Somebody was targeting you because they thought you were, like, what in the world? And whole time it's them. Oh, goodness, air signs. This is crazy. Whole time it's them. It's like they were like trying to target you, or even could have been trying to say that you were holding in some type of secrets about something or whatever. But it's because they refuse to grow. And it's because they are in a dark night of the soul, and they're like drinking and like just going through all these weaknesses and replaying issues and memories and moments in their head about stuff, feeling guilty, don't know how to let stuff go, having attachment problems. And you could be in a new commitment even too while this is going on with someone. And that's why I was gonna say, you're not up here on the board, air sign. Like, you're not even up here on the board. You're coming out as an alchemist here, literally walking unscathed. They were thinking that you were slow, but you were determined to do something in a certain way. There could be a fire sign involved, a fire sign, a earth sign, a water sign, fire, earth, water. They have no other choice but to face whatever this is that's going on in their current reality. Some of you here too, this could have been about tradition even, because there's like a form of entitlement here that has expired, or it was never a thing. I would even say here too, a lot of people didn't expect for you to like speak up for yourself or become mature enough to see what something really is. Like, nobody can feed you any lies or nothing. They're not truly sorry or remorseful. They hold bitterness in their heart here. Yeah, it's like you kind of see the puppeteering, the puppet mastery. You even could see what they were trying to do to control you or something. That could be what the issue is here. Maybe some people are trying to, I would even say, yeah, rewrite history or something of the nature about how something went, as though you don't know what really was going on for real, or as though you just don't understand. Or maybe if you don't bring up things, they figure they could just do something to override your memory because you're not saying nothing. Confirmation, okay? But for you, it could literally be a point of like, you just don't care. you just don't care anymore, because the bigger picture is the bigger picture. And also too, you understand that people just aren't gonna change, or you know, you understand that a lot. So it's like you don't care to like explain yourself, you don't care to, you know, you just cut off people's access to you, and you know, go for better, choose to be better, things of that nature. But yeah, air signs, air signs, that's where we're gonna go here. I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and this is kind of where that goes. Divine timing is at play for you, air signs. I will catch you guys later. Bye, babes.